Once again, Sam, I'm sorry we couldn't bring you straight here on the DHV Magellan. That was one hell of a trip, and you must be absolutely knackered. Be sure to take as long as you need to rest before tackling more work. All right? For my part, I'll have a crack at assessing several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostmech sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the F7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility, collected before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Hello, Sam. It's a pleasure to see you again. Let's take a look at your orders. You managed to keep it in pristine condition. You were the right man for the job.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Order completed. Well done.
Listen up, Sam. The F7 North Distribution Center is a long ways away, and by my reckoning, there's a number of different viable routes. The shortest, most direct path would involve you cutting through the snowy mountains, a dangerous proposition to say the least. You might find zip lines, ladders, and other structures en route to make your life a little easier. But without those conveniences, you'll need to make that deadly trek the hard way. If you're still keen, make sure you pack all the mountain climbing essentials and then some. Alternatively, you could forego the mountain route and circle round to take advantage of the roads to the east. Though if they're still in disrepair or there aren't any bridges or other structures available, you'll need to come prepared to put in some work. Finally, heading west around the mountains would mean retracing your steps and going back the way you came. A fair few porters have already made use of that route since you paved the way. I imagine you'll find it easier going than the first time through. That route will also bring you close to the monorail. Get it up and running, and you can catch a ride too. Ultimately though, the route you take and the methods you utilize are entirely up to you. So take a moment to weigh your options and prepare as you deem fit.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Repair job just practically sparkling.
Commencing route creation. Delivery. is very... Now displaying your current porter grade.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Take 5. Breather.
I second that.
Break time. That's right. Let's just sit here for a second. Meditate.
Hello, and thank you for coming out this way again. I'll check your orders shortly. What a pleasant surprise. Did you... Well now, this was not a delivery I was expecting you to bring to my door.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you very much. Until next time.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
we have... Not that... I'm happy to take a look at... How'd you scrounge up all this... You deserve to have this more than anyone. When the time comes, make the most of it. I've increased your materials allocation. I trust you'll make...
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I've shared the data for a lightweight machine gun. Bad guys can pop up without warning these days, so everybody needs a weapon. It's basically the same as your standard machine gun, but more compact. Got an integrated dot sight that should make it much easier to stay on target too. Give it a go and you'll see. And best of luck to you with everything.
Order completed. Well done.
But appreciate you delivering this for me. I've been worried sick. You've been working so hard for us, and we thought you might be overdue for a little change of pace. I've increased your materials allocation.
Now displaying your current Porter.
So on variety. Help. But now this is something I never expected to see.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Once again.
route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery. Now entering tidal network coverage.
Weightless street. Stands a shadow
Okay.
of a man shaped
Let's just sit here for a second.
me. My curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose.
No one's home.
And with the rain I don't accept, wash away my sins. Simply trouble my walk home and my spirit. Because I never said no or put up a fight.
Coming home soon.
And I'm emotionally impaired. When I look at you,
Just let me sleep a little longer. You're such a good kid.
and I'm trying to keep these bones inside my skin. But my body's in the hole my shadow digs. And as I struggle to maintain my position, the oil's dried from this heart of rusted tin. And I wonder if I'll survive this without you.
Now leaving tidal network coverage. Now entering
I'm guessing you're Sam, right? You've come a very long way just to make this delivery. I should only need a moment to inspect the cargo. Way to impress. You took excellent care of this cargo. I've been looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully this won't be the last time. Okay, use your Cupid to put us online.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Well, looks like we're finally on the chiral network. I really respect what you drawbridge folks have been doing. Being a part of it all is such a great honor. The situation here was pretty dire, but deep down, I just knew that with your help, we'd get through it. It broke my heart when the Earth opened up and swallowed Cardinal Fort Knott. Ever since that day, the tar currents and chiral fields have only grown more unstable. I doubt these anomalies will get any better until you finish linking up the continent. But only a bit further to go, right? I'm sure we can finish strong. I just hope all the ghost mechs sighted in this region lately won't slow you down. They're with Higgs, right? He has everyone worried. So, to better prepare you for whatever he has planned, I've shared data for a quadruple rocket launcher. Don't hesitate to use it to keep yourself safe. Well, as the name suggests, it launches powerful rockets. We developed it here using old data we dug up. The rockets fly in a straight line and are capable of inflicting far more damage than most conventional munitions. They're not only highly effective against ghost mechs, but BTs as well. I've heard that Higgs has already made his way as far as the Southern Environmental Observatory, so you'll need powerful armaments to deal with him. That said, this launcher is absolutely devastating. A little too devastating, perhaps. Under no circumstances must you use it on another human being. Once upon a time, I had aspirations of joining Fragile Express. Wanted to work alongside the living legend herself. Help her to reconnect the world, one delivery at a time. But circumstances often dictate the course of our lives, you know? So I ended up joining an APAC distribution team instead. Regardless of who I work for, I'd like to try and support Fragile's mission. Do what I can to unite the people in the same way she has. Yeah. The ground beneath it became incredibly unstable. Possibly due to the craziness with the tar currents. With the city gone, an alternate route for chiral network expansion had to be devised. The plan was to extend the network from the Southern Environmental Observatory to Terminal Fort Knott, though that's no longer an option either. But I'm confident that the network stabilizer you brought is just the thing we need to deal with this latest complication. We'll do what we can to provide support. Looking forward to working with you. Thank you again for stopping by. So you know, we intend to continue research and development of powerful technologies. We'll give it everything we've got, but with our limited number of staff, it might take a while. And we'd appreciate any help you can provide as well. I wish you and all the drawbridge folks the very best of luck.
Sam, the tar current's behaving strangely again. We're unable to rendezvous with you just yet. The conditions are similar to when we observed that tarfall phenomenon before. I strongly urge you to proceed with caution.
Order completed. This is Niels.
Awful weather, isn't it? It just hit me how many orders you've... Thanks so much for continuing to support us. Let me give you a little something in return. I'm guessing you need more material.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This... You're... Till we... Where'd you find this lost cop? I'm so grateful for your help. I want you to have this data as thanks. I'm guessing you need more...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It can fire 7 rockets in succession and is also lighter. I can't tell you how glad we are to finally share this with you. I'm sure you'll make the most of it. Though we're all looking forward to the day that we won't need to rely on such weapons ever again. Promise me you'll be careful out there.
Order completed. Well done. been working pretty hard.